Its foreign policy on the global stage will be tested when the United Nations member states vote on its bid for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council later this afternoon. It would be a third time that South Africa tries to take membership of the 15-member council. To succeed, it will need to garner at least 129 points from the 193 UN members. South Africa hopes to use its membership of the Security Council to promote a multilateralism approach in resolving global issues like trade imbalances and peacekeeping. Our SABC News correspondent Nick Harbour reports from New York.
Well, in just a few hours' time, that building behind me, the UN General Assembly Hall, will be the location of the election of 5 new non-permanent members to the UN Security Council. And of course, South Africa is running. They're running unchallenged for the upcoming African seat, so they're all but guaranteed of obtaining it. But in the run-up to the election, the South Africans held a special event here at the United Nations, attended by the Minister for International Relations and Cooperations, Lindiwe Sisulu. She spoke about this being a way to honour Nelson Mandela, that this was the most ideal way of continuing his legacy of standing up for human rights and giving back to the world. She also said that at a time of protracted conflicts around the globe and at a time where the UN Security Council is particularly divided, South Africa would be able to bring a new dynamic.
We're still very committed to making sure that we can keep the world together. We don't want another war. We don't need another war. We who've suffered so much can hardly stand away and allow anybody else to continue suffering. We bring a difference because we care. We care because we've been through it.
All 193 members of the United Nations get a chance to vote in this election. South Africa needs 2/3 of the votes, or 129 of them, to win the seat. They have been on the UN Security Council twice in the last 12 years, and on both of those occasions, they managed to obtain more than 180 votes when it was election time. So the minister says that she has her fingers crossed, but based on past experience, the seat is basically South Africa's. The real work will start when South Africa joins the UN Security Council at the beginning of next year on the 1st of January. Nick Harbour, SABC News, New York.